sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Saints, 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2nd down and 4. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And another nice catch there for a 1st down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL leader in touchdown catches with 18. Tied for 2nd in receptions. 5th in receiving yards. Add it all up, arguably the top receiver in the NFL.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Wait. Check.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Third and 2. Love with it. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The tackle there by Chris Barnes.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. Hey, Bob. I'm coming after you. Switch it. Let me go.
Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. I know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively.
At the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Saints nothing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
35's the mic. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Winston now from the 50. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Kiki QT now from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Love drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play? Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On the return, Harris. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done. It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Winston. And Winston lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They're on the 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, 27 yards. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Love. And that's complete to Adams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Love. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Love going to give this one to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Right side, Claypool's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they turned a pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Kiki QT now from his end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Love back to it here after the pick 6. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action this time with Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play of the half. Love caught on the right side by Jones, and he'll be out of bounds but able to get it up past the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Play fake. Here's Love. A check down here to Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Touchdown, Packers! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. He can't get him down, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And Tre'Quan Smith now in his 4th year from UCF. Still expanding his repertoire and finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play. It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on to stop that time. Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down.
Love, they go play action now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Pass, catch, 1st down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Caught by Jones. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To the air again, Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Love. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 78 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Come on. I got to shoot this side. I got to shoot this side. We got 3. We got 3.
Jameis to throw it. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Touchdown! Adam Troutman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll turn to Kamara.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw now, here's Love. Flushed out right. And he goes out right around the 39.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First down, Love to pass. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 45 on second down. Love buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Love. Jones has it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Working out of the gun. Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, it's Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On second down now. It's Jones, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Love now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 102 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On third down, here's Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans.